Reverse Meditation Practices, Video 2. Patanjali, in the 12th Sutra of the first book of the Yoga Sutras, describes how we can go about experiencing yoga, union. And he mentions two fundamental practices. One is our continuous, repeated practice, and the other is dispassionate non-attachment. And through the practice of both of these, we're able to cultivate our own innate capacity to discern. We're able to develop our own intuitive capacity to discriminate between the things which are going to allow us to live in harmony with life, for the betterment of ourselves and others and life as a whole. But what is meant by practice? Of course, when we think of practice, we can think of the formal spiritual practices, our formal yoga practices, such as asana, pranayama, maybe prayer or chanting, using mantra, meditation practices, self-study and journal keeping, and all of these things, which we usually do in a systematic way as part of our daily routine. But practice means more than just that in this sutra. Practice in this sutra is referring to our continuous endeavoring to remain attuned to our pure conscious essence. That's what the practice is. So this is not just a case of something that we do in our formal practices. It's something that we're doing in every single moment of our day, in every single moment of our lives. So this practice is continuous. And of course, when we're performing our formal spiritual practices, then it's somewhat easier because we're in the zone. We're in that space which we have dedicated to remaining attuned to our pure conscious essence as best we can. However, as mentioned in the previous video, once we step up from our yoga mat and we begin to engage with the day, it can be harder to maintain that attunement with our pure conscious essence. But that's the practice that Patanjali is talking about. He's talking about that practice of abiding in that state of pure conscious being at all times. And when you're abiding in that state, then your expression will be in harmony with life in every aspect. You'll be living from a perspective of truth. When you're continuously abiding in your pure conscious essence, then you'll never be perturbed by the events of life. Nothing will unsettle you or disturb your state of inner peace and tranquility. Now, it's not saying that you'll be cold or removed from life, but it's saying that you'll have an understanding which is intuitive and which is knowing.